Yo guys, welcome to ShayanGaming. In the new season 2023, we're going to have a whole new ping system, which is actually pretty cool because I've been playing a lot of Apex Legends and it's nice to have a much bigger ping wheel. First of all, the original ones that we're used to are still there. So we've still got the retreat one, the on my way, assist me, and enemy missing, and these have new icons as you can see. So the good thing about these being in the same spot is all your reflex actions of what to ping can still work. And then we've got 4 new pings. Push, which I think, well, as an ADC, you would probably use it when you've killed the enemy and you want to get your support to help you push the wave. You can do push, so they can hopefully help you. The all-in-one can be used if, for example, you have a jungler in the bush and you want them to suddenly appear. You can say all in, and then you go in, and then you fight and whatever. I didn't have my W, that's why I flashed, but in reality I would have flashed, and then you fight. The hold ping is useful, especially if you want to freeze the lane and signal that to your support so that they don't push the wave and you just want to last hit and freeze. The bait one is good. Let's say your jungler is coming through the river and the enemy doesn't have vision there, and you want your enemy to basically try to chase you to make it easier for your jungler to gank. You can signal that you're going to bait them and do some really stupid stuff, but not too stupid because then it'll be obvious and they'll walk away, as this incredibly smart intermediate level bot is doing right now. There's a new vision ping system as well, so normally you press the button to indicate that enemies put a ward somewhere. That's still the same with an updated icon, but now you can also do vision cleared. So if you're a support or anyone who's taking away vision, including the jungler, you can just tell your team, hey look, I did something, I cleared it, there's no vision here. But you can also use it if, for example, the jungler is coming from the river and you want to tell them that there's no vision in this area, so it's safe for them to come. You can also do the vision clear, because in the chat it says enemy has no vision here, so that's very useful. And then you can also tell someone, for example in the bot lane, tell your support that you need vision over here. And you can see, even though I pinged here need vision, for 1 minute there'll be this icon over there so that whoever you're requesting vision from knows that's where you want to put it. So if we get closer to it, you can see it's kind of flashing, and as you go in the bush it's still there, and once you put a ward down it will disappear, or after 60 seconds it will disappear itself. And if you do it in 2 locations, so let's say you do need vision over here and you need vision in this bush, this icon that was over here will disappear. So right now we can see it, and if we do it over here, this one would have disappeared, and now the 60-second timer is over here. By the way, the ward doesn't need to be put exactly on top of it for the indicator to go. It can just be somewhere in the nearby area. Now what if we put the indicator at the very top of the bush, but then we put the ward at the bottom of the bush? Is that going to work? Let's see. Yes, it does. So right now I put a ward in that bush, and you can see on the minimap it has that icon. Now when there's a third of its duration remaining, the icon will change on the minimap to indicate that the ward's about to expire. So as you can see on the minimap, the one that's about to expire, which is this one, is kind of looking like it's about to kind of fade away. There's like a fade effect going on compared to the ward that's fresh, which is over here on the left. So you can see over here the one that's fading, and here the one that's still there, and now it's gone. And now what's really cool is if the enemy leaves a ward somewhere and you ping it with your vision, or you attack it at least once within 10 seconds of seeing that ward, a perfectly accurate timer will now appear for that enemy ward, and your whole team can see it, and the timer is removed once you remove the ward or it expires. And of course, because we're on practice tour, I can't really show what that looks like, but you get the idea. Just ping M just as people normally do, and now luckily we get a timer, so one less thing to think about. There's also a new objective voting system, so if you ping one of the objectives, let's say the dragon, a voting box will appear for everyone on the team. And given that I pinged it, I'm obviously signaling that we should take it. And the jungler's vote actually counts as 2, and you need 4 in total for it to be considered enough that everyone wants to go for it. So this means just 1 jungler and 2 additional players is enough to get the 4 votes needed. So this is probably aimed at bot lane, where there's 2 people in the bot lane and a jungler coming for dragon. And of course you can change your mind if things change in the game. Pinging the timer won't initiate the vote, and you can have multiple votes on at the same time. So I just pinged the Rift Herald, and now we have 2 of these. What's interesting is if I click give, so I basically said no, but then ping the Rift Herald from here, it changes it to take, which is a bit strange because sometimes maybe I'm just saying, you know, the Rift Herald's up, maybe the enemy is going to go for it. I'm not necessarily saying we should go for it, but I guess that's the whole point of the voting system. to make it clear exactly what your intention is. There's no voting system for turrets or champions. I hope you found this video useful. Thanks for watching. Be sure to leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already, and see you in the next one. Adios!